Well, it's already 11, but welcome in today's live. It's, since I started 11, then I never know what to say, if it's morning or noon, before noon time. So, today we're speaking about alignment. Alignment is a very, very important part of the self-development and self-healing journey. And why? Because if we're not aligned with who we are and with what we want and desire from the inside, then we keep manifesting uncomfortableness, anxiety, pain, and suffering. And only when we come to the whole alignment and we come to ourselves, then we can be aligned with the purpose. The purpose can change. It's not that everyone has one purpose in their life and that's that. You can believe it, you can feel that way, but in my experience, this changes over time. One phase of your life, your purpose is something, and then your purpose is something, or even every day your purpose is something else. I truly believe that our primary purpose is just being here and experiencing this life situation, this life experience. But obviously, taking on a purpose or a mission, because through our learning, through our development, we can heal, and then through this we can inspire others to heal, so we can teach healing. We're always the teacher and the student at every moment, because always there will be someone that doesn't know what we know. This is a very important thing in especially your self-confidence and your self-development, in a sense of creating your own thing, creating your business or your own project, because we tend to believe sometimes that what we know, what we have learned, that's obvious to everyone. Everyone knows it, and why would I be talking about it? Why would I step outside of my comfort zone and be talking about it? Well, you have to ground yourself in that alignment, and in that alignment, everything you know is valuable for someone. Your point of view is valuable, point of view is unique, and someone else can learn from it. So it's not about if someone knows the information also, because often we can know the information, but until we hear it a different way, or from a different person, or from someone who's aligned with us and vibes with us, then we can't learn and we can't move forward, and we can't have that progress we desire. Okay? That's why we have so many Instagram accounts, for example, so many different people. That's why we're all different and all unique, because we need you to be in alignment. We need you to start talking about what is aligned with you, what is a part of your purpose, what you understand, because no one else will understand it in the way you do. That's very, very important. It's one part of the stone of building a strong foundation for your project or your business, is understanding that no one else will understand your topic, your whatever, wherever your theme, your project, wherever it guided you, wherever your life guided you. No one will understand it that same way. Okay, and from the alignment, you can create the confidence and build it. Because confidence is not something we are born with and we're given, but it's again a skill we need to learn. We need to learn to love ourselves. We need to learn to trust ourselves. We need to learn to support ourselves, that what we are saying matters and is great and it's inspirative. And the more we do this, the more aligned we become, the higher the impact. Because in alignment, our energy is very well maintained. Okay, so the energy in alignment, your energy, the pot, as I mentioned it, is filled. Okay, in alignment, you know how to restore your energy, how to receive back in exchange for giving. So you're giving, guiding, inspiring, mentoring, and then you're receiving to get back to the full capacity of your energy. And from that, again, it's an exchange, so you can be giving again. In a moment where you're giving and where you're fulfilling other people's needs or acting upon their expectations, which aren't even real, which they only tell, but the expectations, you can never fulfill anyone else's expectations, only your own. Okay, so you are the biggest judge of yourself. You are the only one holding you back from what you want. And so until you're giving into places where you can't receive back, because if you try to fulfill someone's expectation and you can't, because it's not possible to fulfill their expectation, even to come close, because we can't ever fully understand what someone needs, and if they need it, they need to learn how to do it for themselves. Okay, to work, because if they want, for example, more energy, they need to learn how to work with their energy. And so until you're giving to a place where you can't receive back, you're out of alignment, out of the balance, out of harmony. Okay, these are all similar, but the alignment is where you give and receive in a proportion where it's healthy for you, where it nourishes you, where it supports you, where you trust life and everything supports you. And the same way, you can be there to support others. But as soon as we're out of that alignment, we're giving somewhere into places where we can't receive from, or doing something ineffective, or doing something self-harming, we keep manifesting pain, suffering, migraine. So we stay in that cycle, because if we saw it, if we saw the energy transfer, if we feel into the energy transfer, because we always give and receive, okay? The energy is always flowing. It's everywhere. You are energy, around you is energy, everything around you has energy. It's created from the same source. Okay, so anything material was created from energy. And if you saw that transfer, you would see very well, you can imagine it as the battery capacity of your phone, where you're giving more, and you're not restoring, and you're in the red, and you're very much in the red. But often, migraine experiencing people stay in the red, and we have this great ability that even if we're in the red, we keep going, because we have been raised in the productivity mindset. Maybe if when you're tired, keep going and go more and go give more, in the giving mentality. Okay, but you're in the red. What your system, what your body and mind and your being needs is something else, some rest, restoration of the energy, going to do nothing or stepping aside from that situation. But what we often mistake, and that creates the chronicity of the pain, that creates the repetition, is that we give from the empty bottle. We give from the empty capacity. We give from the red battery charge. We're giving from the nothing. And then, of course, once we get like near to even in the red and deeper, my phone goes from white to yellow and then to red, or some kind of orange, I think, and then to red. But we keep going in the red, and then when it's like touching us, only when it's touching our being, like truly our existence, then usually is when we stand up, where the moment of learning, maybe the moment of awakening. Well, not like this. Okay, then you realize this is not the way. Or in the worst case scenario, when we do get into the migraine pattern, then we realize, well, this is wrong. Like, I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel so much pain. But do we actually change something? Do we change our approach, our habits? Because satisfying others' needs or trying to reach others' expectations have become habits. We do it subconsciously. We give, we promise, we give what we don't have. We give from a capacity where we don't have. We don't say no. We say, yes, of course. Of course you need my help. We don't say, no, I need a minute. I need to lie down for 30 minutes before I need to restore my energy, because we feel the migraine coming or the pain. And if in that case where it's going like middle, maybe we go lie down, then we restore the energy and we're back to full, and then we'll happily help everyone. But the victim approach is out of alignment. It's helping even if it's not restored. So it's helping, and then we bring out the guilt and we bring out the blaming others for that they want too much from us, and they require this and this, and they need help with this and this. And we bring out the anger, frustration, and we blame them. But we didn't protect our boundaries. We didn't come back into alignment, and no one else will do that for you. Only you can come back into your alignment. No one else will bring you to alignment, because you can only understand your alignment. I have a fly friend here buzzing a lot. The window is open. The fly doesn't want to go. All right, so I hope it's not too loud, because usually we agree on the fly leaving the window, but today it's here. So anyway, okay, this is the alignment. So let me see what I have in my notes. So only when we start fully doing what we came here to do, what is aligned with our purpose here, what we love to do, only then everything comes together and supports us. Okay, this is a good part. We're gonna get into this now. And only then universe fully brings to life what we desire through our own creation, as we fully embrace our gifts and use them to heal ourselves. Okay, so especially when you're feeling like this is not the life I should be living, or this is not the, I don't want to be suffering so much pain, chronic pain, some kind of uncomfortableness, discomfort, anything your body is telling you, it's time to listen, because it's telling you for a reason. It's not telling you to annoy you. It's telling you to bring you into alignment. Okay, so you must come to alignment, and from alignment you can see what's happening for you. You start to see the universe creating for you, and you allow it also, because in alignment you allow life to help you, and you allow yourself to give and receive and in harmony. Maybe you allow yourself to receive for the first time. but only in alignment, in coming back. Receiving can be even taking those 5 minutes, or asking for help, or asking, I need a break now. Can you help me? Okay, what's very normal to small kids, then as we grow up, we learn to go over ourselves and not to respect ourselves. We don't respect our own boundaries, yet we expect others to know what we want, to know what we need. We expect others to read our mind, and we expect others to bring us into that alignment, to heal us, to save us. But it doesn't work that way. It comes from the inside, and it comes from you. So you change the approach to yourself, you come into larger alignment, and then suddenly what we fear the most is that if we come into alignment, if we ask for help, if we say I can't do this like that, I need to change the arrangement of how I do things, when I work, for example, what time, blah 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 blah, how much help I have. We fear that this will be presented either with refusal, that we'll be refused to help, that we will be shamed or embarrassed, that we will be weak, and we will be told that we can't stand anything and we are too sensitive and things like this. And yes, from a person who doesn't respect their own boundaries, we will receive this feedback probably. But this is all it is. It's feedback. And you must then decide what is more important for you. Staying with a person who doesn't respect themselves and you, or with a person that loves you unconditionally. They will understand and they will respect it always, and they will hear you and they will listen to you. If you start listening to yourself, then those listening to themselves also will hear you, will be able to listen to you. It's always a mirror. But of course, in the beginning, if we make a big change and we're very not aligned and we want to come into alignment, so we're starting to create differences. We're starting to allow ourselves to eat when we're hungry, for example, or go to bed when we want to go to bed, or go to rest when we want to go to rest. That small little changes. But even those little changes can cause some tension, and that will be only tension from someone who has it the same way that you had it before. Okay, so whenever that person isn't in alignment, then your trying to be in alignment will trigger that person. And you must acknowledge it. And you must choose what's more important. Your alignment, your happiness. And then it should be, because you are getting sick if you are in an unhealthy relationship. It is as simple as that, unfortunately. Okay? And so, if we are not in alignment, we're lying to ourselves. We're saying no to ourselves, and we're saying yes to others. So yes to what we think we should be doing, yes to other people's expectations, yes to other people's needs, but no to our own needs. No to our dreams, no to what we want to be doing, no to our expectations. You need to understand, because often we say, yeah, but I'd rather have everyone in peace around me. I don't want to disappoint anyone. I don't want to anger anyone. But you must free yourself. When will the time come that you free yourself? because the time is now that you can free yourself. Okay, so often we say that we don't want to anger someone or create some disbalance in relationships and family, etc., etc. That's nice, but you are lying to yourself and you are creating a disbalance for yourself, and you're not doing what you want to be doing, and that is okay. Is it more important not to create a disbalance around yourself than lying to yourself and punishing yourself and creating a disbalance in yourself? Well, that's your decision. But any lie, unfortunately, in sense of the value, because your value is exactly the same as everyone else's. And if you put yourself in a situation where you diminish your value based on, I don't know, how much you work, how much you earn, how much you do, or how little you do or something, and you try to compensate it with something else, and you're putting your own value under someone else, then you're creating the disbalance with yourself, and you are lying to yourself, and you are lying to the universe also, because the universe sees you same, not higher, you're not better than someone else, but you are at the same value. And whenever you put yourself down, you tell yourself, well, it doesn't matter, he needs help or she needs help. I have to do it. I have to. Because why? And I have to why? Because someone said so. Because in my generational ancestors, in my ancestor line, everyone used to do it. It doesn't matter that someone else has it a different way. But in my line, everyone used to do it this way. Then how dare me to try a different way? But how dare you is the life has changed, the world has changed. Today we have an infinity of possibilities. You're so free to create what you want. And it is time you stop looking at those who have it and be jealous of them, that they have it. How did they do it? They have it so easy. The comparison. It's time we stop this comparison and take that jealousy as the power. She has it, so I can do it too. He has it, so I can do it too. I can become aligned because it's possible and it's my neutral, natural right. I am at the same value as anyone else. Whatever I'm doing doesn't define me because my being is the alignment. My knowing that I am exactly at the same level as anyone else, I'm the same being, that brings me into alignment. Everything else brings me into lie, because how did the first person ever earn money? From zero. You always start from zero. You're born with zero and you live with zero. You can't own money. Money is an energy exchange or doing. Why does someone who's doing earn way less than someone who's not doing? Okay? You need to start looking at these disbalances in order to create your own alignment. And how is that going to look for you? And also, this is a good point, that your alignment is unique. Your alignment will look very, very different than anyone else's alignment. No one else, which is realization of the century, no one else wants what you want. And whenever we even dare to think, what do I actually want? Because one step on the very important step on the self-healing and self-development journey is realizing what you really want. What is it you exactly and really most specifically want? Okay? But sometimes we can even feel bad of daring to think what we want. What do I want? What does that even matter? Okay, that's what the mind comes up with. But you need to understand you are the only one who will approve if what you want matters. So dare to think about it. Dare to think what you want. And yes, you will need to take action towards it. And your intuition will guide you there immediately. But you are the one who allows yourself to want. But if you don't allow yourself to figure out what you want, then you will stay in that same position. And with a belief that everything gets worse, life is hard, and with this pattern of beliefs, you're only sinking into that deeper. And your body, again, everything in your reality confirms this lie for you. Always it will be confirmed. Okay, but realize that no one else wants exactly what you want, because often there's the one side of the one thing. When we dare to think about what we want, one side is saying, what do I matter? Why would it matter what I want compared to someone else? And the second side is saying, what's the second side say? I lost it. Doesn't matter. Maybe I'll get it back. So, yeah, that no one else wants exactly the same that you want. And yeah, the second side is saying that everyone wants the same. Everyone wants what I want. But is that true? Once you specify exactly how your dream scenario would look, what is it you want to change from now? Obviously, there might be a lot of things that you're satisfied with, a lot of things that you value, are grateful for, appreciate. Many of those things. Okay? So acknowledge them. And then it isn't everything. You don't want to change everything about your life. You're very well satisfied with a lot of things, for sure. You have yourself, so it never can be that bad. If you're here, can never be that bad, because you have yourself. You will always be there for yourself. Obviously, if you learn to be there in the alignment, and if you learn to be there more for yourself, then the better it gets. But if you dare to create that scenario, what is your alignment? When are you going to be fully aligned? Because you must create that alignment, and then the rest outside of you will transform on its own. Okay, so dare to think what is it you want, and understand no one else wants the same. And that's the beauty of it. That's what brings us together. That's what inspires us. Something possible for someone, so something else is possible for me. As I grow, you grow. We lift each other up. Otherwise, we wouldn't have so much creation, so much greatness. I'm doing an AI course now, and it's eye-opening of the infinity of possibilities. They're all there, available to you for free. You have no excuse. There's no longer an excuse. We're living in such gratitude, in such abundance, like never before. We as humans have it better than ever before. No one is constantly trying to attack us or kill us. No war at the moment, if we're not in the area. So we have the possibilities. We create them for ourselves. We agree to what we're creating. But we need to ask ourselves, and we need to start getting into alignment, because it's important. Because as you get into alignment, you inspire others to get into alignment. Isn't that the most important thing, the greatest thing? Right, so thank you for today. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow we have the spiritual practice, and I want to continue in this topic a little bit, which will be grounding, and it's very connected with alignment. And we'll check out some practice, a practice of maybe how to ground, and I will explain what it's grounding and why it's important and something like that. All right, so tune in tomorrow at 11 if you're interested for the practice, or you can watch it from the recording. And make sure to join my migraine coaching program. I'd love to see you there. We still have time until the end of the month, until the 30th of June. You can still sign up for that. And have a wonderful day and be alive.